Are you struggling for a Father's Day present for your West Ham supporting dad? Don't get socks. Get Alloy Collector's West Ham shirt kits. These are available already made up in a presentation box as demonstrated here, or you can buy them self-assembly if they really want to make the kits themselves. These are available in the home shirts of both the outfield and goalkeepers, made of metal, intricately designed to reflect the current West Ham shirt this season. In terms of the home shirt, these would adorn any West Ham fan's desk or man cave, and they are fully customizable. You can put your favourite squad player, you can put Danny Ings' name and adorn it on the top of the changing room presentation box. You can also put his name and his number on the back of the shirt as well through the stickers that are supplied in the box. These are available via the Alloy Collectors website. Check out the link below. And if you enter the West Ham code WHN25 to get 25% off.
Yes, everybody, Russ of the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe and well. Beautiful, sunny Stratford. Look how beautiful, look how lovely the weather is. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm in my shorts, look. Shorts weather indeed. It's West Ham take on Luton in the last game, the last dance for David Moyes. Obviously, still 6 points to play for next 2 games, albeit next week we're against Man City. But there's a sense of optimism at West Ham, it seems, particularly amongst the majority of the fan base since the announcement was made late last week or Monday, wasn't it? Made on Monday. Obviously, this will be officially David Moyes' last home game in his current regime. I hope it doesn't lead to him having to come back if it doesn't all work out with Lopetegui. By all accounts, as we said exclusively, Balaguer all signed, all agreed, and it's since come out that that's the case. Looks like a 2-year deal with an additional 1 year triggered if he qualifies for Europe in his first 2 years. We welcome Luton Town, obviously fighting for their lives in the Premier League, and it looks like it's going to be business as usual for West Ham in terms of the squad, in terms of the team that's going to play today. Similar to the last couple of games, it looks like it will be Bonner and Zuma up front. Centre halves, Dino and Naya Figueira both appear to be, according to David Moyes, unavailable for the game. Paqueta seems to have recovered from whatever injury he had, but I didn't realise he had an injury. But yeah, let's get some comments in. Andy, hope you're well. I'm not 100%, I'll be honest, but I've had 2 decent nights' sleeps in a row, and that's made a massive difference. And my eye's still a bit hurt, and my ears are still blocked up, and I've still got a cough, but we're on the road to recovery, mate, just in time for me holiday. So if I haven't mentioned that, Barry, hope you're well. Husky Musky's in the house, indeed, Michael. Hope you're well, my friend, as well. Good to see you, buddy. Stato, nice to see you, Matt. We got here Bill, looking forward to being there today. Yeah, for me, it's about enjoying the game today. It's about maybe getting a few goals, but it's the sunshine, it's the end of the season. It's got that sort of last day of school feel about it today. And so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm quietly optimistic. Luton are going to bring a good, bunch of fans as well. And they play a good style of football. I've seen a couple of ex-West Ham players in their squad, three of them, and so if Danny's on the squad as well. So yeah, it should be good. Looking forward to it. DJ Painkiller, hope you're well. 3-0 to Stuart. Should be sunny 23. Perfect. Morning, William. I think when Moyes looks back in his time, he will be proud of the trophy, but regret he did not do more with a fantastic player. I think that's a general feeling from people and from himself. I mean, I think it was on his press conference the other day. He said that he's like, do I have regrets? Yes, but at the end of the day, he's proud of the job he'd done. And I think he was in a very reflective mood in the press conference yesterday. And I think, looking back at it, as I was saying the other day, looking back and looking at the amount he's spent, and I think he's done an okay job. He's left the club in a better position than it was as a club. Obviously, we know there's work to be done with the squad come the summer, and it seems that preparations are already underway for that, which is fantastic. And we've got reasons to be cheerful. The under-21s are still in the PL2 playoffs. They get, I think it's the semi-finals they play now, away to, I think it's Palace or Sunderland. And so, there's still plenty of bits. Kicked off against Spurs in about an hour's time as well, the 18s, in their last game of the season. Howard, hope you're well. Cyril's in the house. Just hope a last good game at home. Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to end a turbulent season with a positive going into the summer, isn't it? And there's an opportunity to sort of round off an okay season. It could have been a lot better, but that seems to be sort of the subtitle to our DVD. If we had to do a DVD for the last 3 or 4 years, could have been better. There's opportunities we know, and if you look through it and you dissect it and you do a post-mortem on the season, there's definitely things we could that could have been done better, and even across the last 4 and a bit years. But look, we've maintained, well, I hope, a top 10 finish. And again, there's a period of time where that would have been a great win for us. Now it's sort of the average now, which shows how far we've come in the last few years, I think. Better Saturday morning, indeed. I see West Ham failed. Apparently so. I think they put one last bid in. I think Ben's going to have a look at his options. I think he's off the table, but he hasn't. He didn't reject it out of sort. He just wants to look at other options. And I think, if Palace give him something and maybe some reassurances about first team football, we don't know what Julian Lopetegui's going to be wanting to give him in terms of reassurances. But the fact is, he's homegrown and academy player. So he's a player I'd really want to try and keep because he's so diverse in terms of the way he plays. I thought you were now working. Hello, Matt's still knocking about. Don't worry. Garino, good morning. Mandy, hope you're well. Morning, Russ. Are we going to see some youth today? Imagine George will get minutes. I think he's won the Young Player of the Year or something like that trophy. So I imagine he'll be in the matchday squad. Could be. I don't think so. I think Moyes will stick with, his 11. There's a couple of players I'd like to see some minutes for. I'd like to see George get some more minutes. I think he'd really excite people going into the summer. These types of guys you're going to be seeing on the pre-season tour, no doubt, as well. Lewis maybe getting some minutes, potentially. Those are the two I'd like to get minutes, to be honest. I'll be here today. We actually get behind the team and David Moyes today. Sprint 3-1. I want Luton to survive. Only a draw. Would a draw be good? Probably not. 25 for Stato in Greece. This time next week, I'll be in Dubai. I don't know if I mentioned the fact, but I might go on next week. I think it's about 42 at the moment. So, be you. Usual suspect, good morning to you. Oh, Nelson Toppy safe. They dropped They did indeed. And obviously Forest lost their appeal, so their season's really up. In retrospect, I know we look at it in the bubble, pardon the pun. If you look at the wider Premier League, you've still got like Luton fighting for their lives. You've still got, people like Forest fighting for their lives. Everton are safe now, but still, Burnley, I think they lose today. They don't win. I think they go down against Spurs. We're not in any of that trouble. We haven't been in really that trouble. There's a little sticky part last year, in all honesty, but we had enough quality to get ourselves out of that and end up winning the trophy that year. So, for the last 4.5 years, we haven't really honestly, in all honesty, had to worry about relegation, and that's nice. Next year's going to be interesting. Obviously, we know Europe by the looks of it, so how we take advantage of that in terms of going in and making sure we have a very good very good Premier League campaign, maybe a cup run. in the hope of qualifying for Europe for the 25-26 season. That's what I want to see us do. Really go for it next season. Not football related, just in Northern Lights. I didn't. Anton obviously up in Scotland. I was asleep, and then I looked on TikTok about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh bugger. But it was the other side of my house. I didn't want to traipse through and go through Flo's bedroom. I have seen them in Iceland, in Lapland rather, in Finland. Anton's took some fantastic photos. There was one he took which looked almost claret and blue-esque. Morning, Simon. I hope you're well. It's been 8 years since we've moved in. As indeed. I'm not into a Luton love fest. I'll be smashing 10-0. We'll have a start or bench because he is not Declan Rice, hence conceded goals. I know, mate. I know, but I'm used to it now. And actually, 42 on holiday don't make no difference, really. And everything's air conditioned, and I just bob in the pool anyway, so that does me. What we got here? Usual suspect. Hope you are, mate. I don't know what letter I'm at. I'm going to go in anyway. We can Premier League win. Oh god, it's jumped up. I've worked out Ings, Schumacher, the people why these people are why they haven't been a success at West Ham, says Jay. I remember Luton. Well, I mean, Rob Banks wrote a whole bloody book about it, didn't he? Initial hatred of Luton. I remember Luton going to Upton Park and knocking us out at semi-finals. Was it Scott Oakes? Just in Paquette talking on Sky Sports about today's game. Still in English though. He does speak English though. I'm coming straight from Jubilee. If you want to meet, I've got to go inside in a minute, mate. I do apologise. I do have to go in soon. It's the last game of the season, so there's lots to get on with. And we'll have obviously the game itself, but then we've also got the likes of the post-match lap of appreciation. We've got the awards as well after the game. I think we've got 4 or 5 awards, like Save of the Season and Goal of the Season, Performance of the Season, Hammer of the Year, Young Hammer of the Year as well. So there's loads of awards afterwards. I'm hopeful, but have some doubts about the boys. Well, I think, now it's sort of not the secrets out, but now we sort of know who's going to be taking over next year. A number of the peripheral players, I think would want to show that they've got a future here. I think Lopetegui seems to be giving, or the noises we're hearing, he seems to be very much happy to give everyone a new chance. We spoke about Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs is apparently getting welcomed back with open arms pre-season to see what happens with him. And that's great. Obviously, Freddie as well. Freddie could have easily, in all honesty, not bothered returning back from pre-season, from obviously the season at Wickham. He's made all the Wickham lot are obviously on holiday already, but he wanted to get back in and train with the first team, which is great. So what we got here? A bit chilly at the moment. No, it's not chilly. It ain't chilly, mate. I this morning I put my coat in the car. I haven't bothered getting out and got it at all. So I'm hoping. Cyber's working as a steward of everyone's season. Says hello. Wonder if it'll be exactly the same lineup. I believe so, my friend. I believe so. Hammering of the year, indeed. Few contenders this year. Maybe what we'll do when I come back from the holidays, we'll do the West Ham Network Awards as per usual, where we'll get you guys to vote for your Hammer of the Year, and we'll have the Hammering of the Year, that's for sure, because as you said, there's plenty of candidates this year for Hammering of the Year. Torino's torn between Luton going down and Forest FFP. I do remember the chance. Who do I want to go down? Forest, probably. And maybe from an FFP perspective. But then again, I like the fact that Forest actually had a go. Do you know what I mean? Spent a bit of money, did something a bit different. People are so, what's the word? Risk adverse like we are. And the fact is, they're what's his face? Their owner's a bit of a nut. And I quite like that. He's a bit of a nutter. Gives a bit of personality. Once the cloud covers, it'd be nice. It's going to be lovely today. We need the top 10. Do we have anything against? Well, if we do, Freema, back in the early 90s, you know, we used to hate them. Yeah, it was Scott Oakes, wasn't it? Scott Oakes knocking us out in the semi-finals of the League Cup. I remember them beating us at Upton Park. I think a young John Hartson was playing for them at the time, and so much so that Robert Banks wrote a whole book about it called Initial Hatred of Luton, and actually that's what propelled Robert into sort of the West Ham author world, really. Mankini weather, you better believe it. Only that they're quite rude about these misses. Um, let's send them down and cement our top 10. Forest now suing Gary Neville for his punditry. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. They'll try anything, bless them. Um, oh dear, sorry, still got the cough. Cough ain't gone. Although the ear's starting to unblock a little bit. When when you swallow and you get sort of like, not the gurgling, but you hear it in your ear. Starting to feel it a little bit now, so that's good. That's good. All in time for my holidays. All in time for my holidays. But someone said it'd be a lovely day. I mean, to us, there's no cloud cover really. Very wispy clouds. So I'd say it's going to be lovely. Hope we get a win today. Forgot what it's like. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to sign off the year, sign off the season with a win, or sign off the home season. Two ways sign off the season. We're not going to get fuck all at Man City, are we? Let's be honest. And replete flooding their pitch so we couldn't play our way. Indeed, Mark. That was the first leg, wasn't it? Is that the first leg I remember? An initial hatred of Luton. Yeah, it'd be nice to finish off the season on a high. As I said, we've got plenty of a big summer ahead of us, so any momentum going into that would be much appreciated, I think. Obviously, the club announced the US tour, the Florida tour. I'm still waiting for anyone to buy me a ticket to go out there. It'd be nice, yeah. Thank you. Particularly as Mrs. Budden and Flo are on holiday as well that time, so I'm a bit of a loose end. So very kind of you. Just a little flight to Tampa. Be lovely. I'll do a little thing. Portsmouth Luton go down today. City last game, bring on a new season. Indeed. Need something today. Next week, 7-0, says Michael. Everton seem to have more lives than a cat. They'll probably go into administration on Monday and will still survive. Well, it looks like there's. I mean, the 777 stuff is awful. In fact, wasn't it I was reading an article the other day. It was one of the 777 sides. Can't remember who it is. It's one of the Eastern European sides. And the fans actually barricaded the entrance, so the team bus couldn't get in as protest against 777. And this is the side that Everton are resting their hopes on to honestly, they sound like a bunch of charlatans. And clearly they don't have the money. Otherwise, it's mental. Have so little cash flow, it will seem to struggle. I think the lowest we can get is 14th, says Lad as well. Yeah, so, same as last year then, isn't it? Oh dear, year of little faith. Everton owes 200 million. Wow. Yeah, they do. Because they bailed them out a few times, didn't they? Everton on Friday go down and they always get lucky. They do. They are. I feel sorry for the fans because I know the fans quite well. I know some of the guys from Toffee TV, Baz and whatnot, and they're really nice guys, and it must be horrible for your club to be going through that. And it's not just a one-off for them; it's a regular occurrence, it seems, from Everton. And I feel really sorry for them because they are a very nice bunch of fans. Obviously, next year will be the last year in what's the name, isn't it? And last year in Goodison Park. So hopefully, if they can, they have the money to move it across the Stanley Park. But yeah, it's a shame. But I suspect if they survive, they'll have to sell. Well, apparently they'll probably have to sell one of them before June, end of June, isn't it? In terms of getting enough capital in so they don't have any points deduction next season. Braithwaite being the most likely because he'll fetch the highest number, homegrown as well. I have no doubt they'll probably have to sell a couple to make ends meet, unfortunately, which is awful. No one wants to see, from a fan to fan perspective, no one wants to see that. Russ cleared security, you better believe it. I am security, son. Peter Jones, hope you're well. Good morning to you, son. Lovely day for it, mate. You'll enjoy the game today, I think. Hey, it's a hazy view. I can just see the outline of Canary Wharf today. So a lot of low hanging. That'll burn off, I think, that cloud. But yeah, a lot of people jogging today. Far too fit. Far too many fit people for my liking around here. They use it like a running track, and it's so funny. Those people, get one of them to go up and down the left wing today. Yeah, just give one of them a shirt. Off you go. You play. What? Sorry? Yeah. We're going to put kudos and 10. Can you play left wing today? Yeah, sure. Just up and down all day, or something different. Ralph, going to you. Hope you well, mate. Marks, there are a few players trying to impress J-Lo today. I can see a good win. The trouble is, J-Lo has already been looking at his team for a long time by all accounts. He was at the game. Well, he was photographed at the. He was photographed at the Arsenal game in November. So apparently he's got this dossier which impressed the likes of Tim and David Sullivan in terms of what we need to do. So, yeah. Same for Everton relegation instead of Luton. Yes. Russ will J-Lo. No, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. I don't think he'll be here. He has no need to be here. Does he yet? Dave Moyes is still the manager. There's been no official announcement by the club about who's the new manager. That'll be the new head coach. That's £1 for John. That'll be announced, I'd imagine, the week after the Man City game, to be fair. Anthony doing a watch. He's not doing a watch on today, unfortunately. Cyril. He texted me last night to say he's out all day drinking with his brother. That's how much he cares about you lot. Apparently it's his brother's 50th birthday party. And they're having an all day and all night bender. So rude. That's what I say to him. Rude. So there'll be no watch along on the West Ham network. We'll have the West Ham 11 show. Starting 11 show. We'll also have I'll have a little run round after the game. Do my little review. Walking back to the station. Has Jay signed yet? Well, the club have not officially announced anything, lovers, until after the season ends. And I think that, to me, is justified and the right way to do it. By all accounts, as we had from Julian Balaguer, exclusive of the West Ham network, it has all been agreed. And it's an ex confirmed it, and Sean's confirmed it as well by accounts. It's all been signed, all been agreed, but won't be officially announced until after the season ends. Which, to be honest, I think it's the best thing to do. We all know it's happening. We all know who it's going to be, and we said it weeks ago. The speculation was not done yet. It was done, but the trouble was they couldn't announce anything because they wanted to, give voice at the end of the season, which they could. Because otherwise, in a weird way, he could probably have done them for some weird contractual agreement type thing. Because giving someone a job while he's still got a job, and yeah, they went about it the right way. A few more comments. I've got to go. You can get the game on the 5. Oh, thank you, but I'll be here, so I won't need the game. Check out musicbrand.com. They always help you out. Thanks, Gene. Well, apparently it'll be after the season, so yeah, so that's what we believe. So that's what will happen. I suppose there's no distractions. No one can moan. No one can say anything then, can they? Once that's been all agreed at the end of the season. A few more comments. I know, mental, isn't it? I don't. If I was running, right, I'd have the least amount of stuff in my back. But literally, they've all got these huge backpacks. If it's like, I don't know, hydration, I don't know. Clearly I'm the wrong man to ask. Although actually, you know, I've done a couple of half marathons, believe it or not. Anyway, peeps, as I said, keep an eye on the channel. We have the Starting 11 show. I'll be doing a review show afterwards, live from the ground. I'll get decent signal. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. If you come in, enjoy, put some suntan lotion on, because it's going to be quite a scorch, as you can see. It's going to be quite warm, which is nice. And take care, stay safe. Stay warm, stay humble. Keep the faith, my bloody friends. And see you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.